Get out of the way! Good morning, everybody! Robert, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? What are you doing? How's everything going? I know, got your paw. I got your paw. Everybody sees you. Everybody sees you, Robert. They see you. Yeah. I got one of those brushes, the de-shedding brushes or whatever. Has these gnarly looking teeth on it or whatever. Doesn't hurt him or anything. Started pulling fur off of him. I swear I had a bundle of fur this big. I could have made a pillow out of it. It was so much, so much undercoat. Yourself, buddy. Yeah, he just laid there, let me do it in the backyard. I tried to do it. I did one swipe in the house. Came out with a handful of fur. I said, we're going outside for this. You hear that? Get it out of your system. Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing? We got Random. We got Slariah on here. That's great. This guy here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's what, the 23rd? Yeah, it's April 23rd. It's Wednesday, 2025. There's Ramesh. How's it going, Ramesh? Yeah. Anywho, he liked it. It was brushing all that stuff out of him. Huge wads of fur. It was quite impressive. I don't think I didn't even come close to getting it all either. It's like he got tired of me doing it, and he's trying to bite the brush and everything. Johnny's making a bowel movement, and yeah. Oh, Terry, what's going on, Uncle Terry? You know, we got to have an oddball. I think Terry and Johnny take turns being the weirdo. Honestly, in these morning live streams that we do each day, very good stuff. I like it indeed. Yes. I'm surprised you get those skinny britches off, Terry. How do you manage to do that? Yeah, they got to have evidence. Photos have never happened. You know, I'm fine not seeing that happen. Truth be told, you can keep that to yourself. They are both weird. We got a few weirdos. That's what makes us special. You know? That's what makes us special. Hey, Wesley. Let's look up what's the national day today. I did read a story about how they turned a prison into an apartment complex. Make use of different stuff. That's good. Why are you wrestling me every morning? Is this thing a thing now? Is this what we do? Is this a wrestling match? Is that what we're trying to do here? Huh? Is that what you want to do? You want to wrestle? Huh? You want to wrestle, don't you? I got your foot. What are you going to do now? I got your paw. I got your paw. Where's your maw? If I got your paw. You good? You get it out of your system? You feel better now? He's got to hold on to my hand. I'm trying to read some comments on the screen there. Oh, it's National Lost Dog Awareness Day. Be aware, there are lost dogs out there. It's also National Administrative Professionals Day. So if you're secretary, kudos to you. It's National Cherry Cheesecake Day. Now that I can get behind. I haven't had a cheesecake in a while. Put some cherry topping on top of it, man. Blackberry Dr. Pepper. I've never tried that. Rainy weather down here in the South. Come on, get rid of that crap. Yeah, National Cherry Cheesecake Day. Now I gotta go to the store and get a cherry cheesecake. celebrate. I think I'm going to celebrate Cherry Cheesecake Day. This prison in Virginia was built in like late 1800s. It had a lot of bad history, mistreating prisoners, overcrowding, things of that nature. A lot of bad prison stuff. I forget what year it went abandoned. In the late 90s, I think it was. Is he cutting out? Am I breaking up? Uh-oh. Testing 1, 2. Let me turn this fan off. Maybe that's blowing wind in the microphone and messing things up. Is that better? Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me check one more setting. Thanks for telling me the microphone's messing up. All right. You need to get one of these microphones. I got the more expensive kind from DJI. There's a lot of different brands out there. It's a trusted brand. I've got the DJI drone. I've got the gimbal. I've got the microphones. It's a really good brand. It's a little pricey, but it's pretty good. But just check it out. Get whatever you do buy it on Amazon Prime. So if you don't like it, you can send it back, get your money back, no questions asked. Trial and error. But I like this one pretty good. It's a dual set. I could put one on Robert there with a collar, and he could go around. Still cutting in and out. Son of a gun. Favorite bird is the American goldfinch. That is my favorite bird. That is my favorite bird. Really, dude? Please don't. Please don't. Don't knock over the little table in the coffee. I love you too. Get up here. Come on, get up here. He wants to play right now. It no work. Yeah, I don't buy the one I got. So much for that. I've been using it every day. Today's the only day I'm having problems with it. It's cutting out bad? That's so bizarre. It's been working perfectly fine every other day. See if the other one... There we go. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Microphone issues. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. There's such a delay. I have to wait for you guys' response to let me know if it's actually working or not. I don't have like a sound crew and things of that nature. He's left the building. Anyway, so they turned this prison into an apartment complex. Still cutting in and out. What? Is it better if I do it this way? Yeah, I'll talk into the microphone this way. Does that work better? Testing 1, 2. Someone holding a boom mic. We do. And have it like come into the frame every once in a while. If I talk sexy like this, and then it's going to work just fine. Oh, yeah. Malcolm ASMR, where I sip on coffee. That would be my ASMR. If I had to do ASMR, it'd be like that all the time. Yeah, we'll just continue the rest of the podcast in the soothing voice that I have. I'm glad all of you could be here today to join me on Coffee with Malcolm. It's a beautiful April 23rd, 2025, Wednesday here in the Athens, Georgia area. Beside me, we have Robert the dog, mostly German Shepherd, something else we don't know.
You want Hillbilly Malcolm? That's what you want, random? Well, dadgummit. I tell you, was it Green Acres or something like that? I tell you what, son, if this microphone here don't work, we're just gonna have to do something else. Maybe 2 cups and a string. So about that microphone, it was a 5-star rating for this microphone, and now it's a 3-star rating. Not sure why it is cutting out, but but as we continue on, the only story I really had to talk about, like I said, was about the prison turning into apartment complexes. They did over 200, I believe it's 280 apartments in this former prison. The windows are all high off the floor for obvious reasons. In a prison, you don't want people climbing through windows. They did turn the courtyard into a Olympic-sized swimming pool. It has a coffee shop. It has massage parlor, a therapy thing or whatever. It has all kinds of little shops and stuff like that in there as well. It's this whole compound of harmony and stuff or whatever. They spent $64 million to get this thing up and running as an apartment complex. And joining us today is Terry C. Terry C. is in Wisconsin today. He's our local trucker. He travels around the Midwest and tells us horrible stories about him and his tidy britches. Your old school used to be a hotel? That's wild. That'd be some very small classrooms. If you're using all the rooms of the hotel as different classrooms, those would be pretty smart. You'd have to have a lot of teachers. Yeah. Like these grocery stores or Walmarts, when they rebuild and they leave those buildings just abandoned. The one we had a grocery store that went out of business because Walmart Supercenter came in. And that building sat empty for, I want to say, like 10 years. Something crazy. And then finally, Harbor Freight moved in. And they split the old grocery store in half. So Harbor Freight and Marshalls finally came into the building and took up the space. The butt naked under, that's a brand, Ramesh. That's an actual brand. It's like from Duluth Trading Company or something like that. The butt naked underwear. Oh man, Musk will take it away. Well, it was the Virginia government that did it, not the federal government. So, yeah. Exclusive undies for Terry. Only the best for Terry. He doesn't get held much. He doesn't get a lot of hugs. And that's why he wears super tight clothing all the time, so he can feel like he's being held and loved by something. That's the truth. I'm sorry, Terry, but I had to throw it out there. You put your gummy bears in the freezer? That's not a bad idea. They would last a lot longer. Yeah, because like regular gummy bears, you're just handfuls and just chewing them up and they're gone. They pay truckers too much for $19 a pair. Yeah, Terry doesn't have a lot of, like I said, many people that actually hug him. I don't know if his dad hugged him much, but that's why he wears tight underwear and stretchy britches now. And all that stuff that's holding him dearly is below the waist so that people won't make fun of him while he's driving down the road. So, it's Terry's confession hour. Oh, man. He bought a 5-pack. $14, 5-pack of underwear. And we're talking about men's underwear. I stopped buying the Fruit of the Loom Hanes garbage a long time ago. Mine are probably like maybe $12 a pair, something like that. But vodka doesn't freeze. How would you be able to freeze vodka gummy bears? I mean, I'm sure there's at some point there's a freeze point for vodka, but in your regular refrigerator, I don't know. You can buy an entire village for $19. Well, there you go, Terry. All right, Wesley, Johnny, Liz, everybody. We're going to go buy property in India, like dirt cheap, and we can be dictators of our properties in India, and have a dictatorship and make people do things for us. Oh wow, yours have days of the week on them. Have you seen those socks that have the L and the R on the socks for left and right? I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you look at a regular sock, the toe of the sock is, slightly curved, but for the most part, it's just the same no matter what foot you put it on. And it has to stretch to compensate, depending on if you have freakishly long toes or some other thing like that. Why not have them shaped to where they're supposed to go on your left foot and your right foot? Makes sense to me. The gummies absorb the vodka, like Jello shots or something like that, right? Days of the week socks. Yeah, I guess you could have different days of the week socks. And if you got duck feet like Rock has, could be onto something, guys. Could be onto something. They have to be made in whatever country you're in because the tariffs from China are way too high now. It's not worth manufacturing in China anymore. So, you'll definitely need to get custom-made socks that way. Tailored socks. They do tailored shoes to fit your foot. You seen those things where you put your foot in the mold and then they actually make a shoe that fits the shape of your foot? And but kind of looks like a regular shoe you'd see anybody wear, but in all reality, it's shaped to fit your foot. Now, why can't they do that with custom tailored socks or even underwear? Could you imagine? Oh gosh. Those underwear. I sew them up. I got a needle and thread. I stitch those bad boys together and make them last. Waste not, want not. Now, if you can get molds of your feet to have shoes custom made, there should be things you could have molded to fit your body anatomy perfectly every time. Terry might be into this. Get himself molded in the waist area so he can have custom made undies to fit his. They'll almost be like panties though for him. But if you had him custom molded and designed underwear, that'd be just right. the Terry underwear brand. I'm trying to read these comments. I'm not sure what Ramesh is getting at, but anyway. How is Rock today? Where are you from, Rock? Have you told us where you are in the world? We don't need your street address, but if you're in a particular state in the United States or a different country around the world, we have a map back here. I got to scratch off Israel. I haven't done that yet. Trying to get people from around the world to join us in the live streams. So we welcome new visitors if you're willing to share. Slariah got a UV light pen. Everyone in my school got one. Why would you need a UV light pen? I don't understand why they would hand out UV light pens at school. Why do you need? Is it so sketchy at your school that you need to use a UV light to like check your seat before you sit in it, or if you try to lean against the wall, you want to make sure there's no stains on there. I'm not sure. they cure the glue faster. They didn't hand it out of school. Okay. Exam papers by using X-rays. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you're watching. Let's check out our the school took it away. Let's see here. Let's check out our poll. Nobody likes the 60s. 80s and 90s are tied neck and neck. Somebody likes the 70s. I had to throw the 60s in there for Terry. So, hey, what's going on, bold keyboard? Thank you for joining us today. We were talking about socks and underwear. It's interesting how our conversation just takes its own path. Oh, man. Blue's here as well. Hey, Blue. Yeah, it's National Cherry Cheesecake Day. What other day is it today? There's some other random stuff that happened on this day in history. I don't know. Let's see here. I had some stuff pulled up. Wesley and Blue live together, and he's been yelling for toilet paper. She hasn't been answering, so he put it in the chat here so that she would bring him a roll of toilet paper. Will you bring me the toilet paper? Everybody knows. Now, when she hands you the toilet paper, does she like reach through, turn her head, and like drop the roll of toilet paper? Does she like crack the door open and chunk it at you? Or does she just like prop the door open and here you go, when you gonna learn, and just stares at you? So, which scenario fits the emergency toilet paper handoff, Wesley? There are different methods, you know. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Lost Dog Awareness Day. Professional blah blah blah. Cherry cheesecake. Oh, it's also National Take a Chance Day. So Terry, take a chance, buddy. Go commando. Oh, he keeps the door open. I believe that. I believe that. Oh no, he'll have to use the shower curtain if she doesn't bring toilet paper. Hurry, Blue. He'll be using the towels on the wall that are for guests only. Don't have a water gun in the toilet. A lot of people in the United States do not. Ramesh. Terry's National Take a Chance Day for Terry. And some other stupid stuff. Oh, and it's Talk Like Shakespeare Day, too. I'm going to pass on that one. Men are so gross. Really. Really. I've heard some horror stories about women's restrooms as well. So, you keep a water gun by. Oh my gosh. I remember NTC Fort Irwin, California. We were out there training and Army training and stuff. We had this one lieutenant who had to go. He went away from us behind these rocks, whatever, and did his business, but he didn't have any toilet paper. Nobody would bring him any, and he proceeded to cut sections of his shirt. When you're in uniform, you have an undershirt and then your regular uniform, right? Well, this brown t-shirt he was wearing, he took his pocket knife out and he cut sections of his shirt off so he could wipe himself and left it behind. And by the time he got done, it was like a halter top. Anyway, he used portions of his shirt to wipe himself while he was out in the desert. That's being resourceful, and we laughed at him and about him for a long time. Am I running for Pope? I didn't get my application in soon enough, so yeah. Yeah. I thought about it, but there was a deadline, to apply. And I'm a former Catholic, so that's a strike against me there. I'm no longer Catholic, so not running for Pope. And they don't give you a heads up for campaigning for the Pope either. He just keels over. And you only got a few days to do a campaign, apply, and then, be in the running. So I don't know. Missing a sock and a shirt sleeve. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't give up my sock. I would cut, if I had an extra shirt, I'd definitely be cutting off sections of my shirt. Get in line, the pontiff. Come to the coffee with Malcolm. Be the pontiff. Somebody lent. No, I'm not sure. Does he have a shirt just like this? Oh my gosh! And Robert left me again. I look at the spot like he's just gonna manifest there or something. I know, right? That damn O-ring in the carburetor. But I stopped the leak. In the process of starting it, stopping it, and calibrating it, I killed the battery, which is an old battery anyway in the truck, so I gotta get a battery. Blah, blah, blah. We'll get back in there again. Yeah. It's only your only church, funeral, wedding shirt. The one shirt for all thing. I like that. He sort of got one like this. I like it. It's a nice shirt. I bought this one polo shirt from Walmart years and years ago. It's a really basic, boring design on it. It was gray with a little different stripes on it, stuff like that. It was just a shirt I could wear to work or something like that, right? That shirt obviously sold like crazy at Walmart because I would see people with that same shirt around town over and over again for years. I'd be like, and then some days I'd be wearing it, I'd see another person wearing it, and I'm like, what is with this one shirt? It's just like guys went to Walmart and said, it's gray, it won't offend anybody. We'll do that. It matches everything. Are you eating Pringles, Soraya, the chips that never end? Damn, Blue. Wes doesn't have toilet paper and he doesn't have creamer for his coffee. What is going on over there? They're having a little technical difficulties over there. Nobody went shopping. You got to stock up on the toilet paper and strategically place it in different places. And then you'll have to hide a roll of toilet paper just for yourself. It's like an emergency. Cover it up with a little plastic bag and shove it in the back of the cabinet. And then that way she doesn't see it and use it. And you always got a backup roll of toilet paper. So, yeah. Oh, well, we can collect funds. You guys do some super chats. We can raise money for Wesley to have toilet paper. He don't use magazines. They're too crinkly and slick. It won't do you any good. If you've got newspapers won't work that great either. If you're like my dad, he used to take the paper into the bathroom and sit in there for like a half an hour. The newspaper, I don't think he was doing anything. He just wanted to be left alone. But, yeah, you can't use newspapers and magazines. Don't work that great for the wiping the bum thing. So, I don't know. T-shirts and socks, if you got extras. Oh, somebody's chatting with me. Is it garbage? Yeah, it's garbage. Anyway. It changed his profile pic. It looks exactly the same as the last one. He just trimmed up his beard. Oh yeah, don't use loose toilet paper. Yeah, on the floor of the bathroom. You don't want that either. You definitely got to check when you're going to a public restroom. Even though you're about to just explode, you have to inspect each stall to make sure, one, the seat isn't like peed all over or have any type of other foreign liquid on it. And then the second thing you gotta do is make sure it's flushable. And then you gotta make sure there's toilet paper. You gotta do a full inspection before you go to the public restroom. If you find yourself in that situation, it can be very daunting. I'm missing what Random is talking about. Just the paper's just a few feet away, and she had to come bring it to you. You gotta do better, Wesley. Come on, man. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You gotta have the now. We'll have to let's do the debate. Everybody get ready. When you put toilet paper in the bathroom, is it flap over or flap under when you put the toilet paper on the holder? I'm gonna let you guys tell me which one's the correct way to do it. I know which way I would do it. What happened, Slay? Over. Yeah. Let's see. It's got to go over. It's got to go over, not under. People who put toilet paper under, where you have to pull it from underneath and behind, or yeah, that's evil. I'm just evil and stupid. Doesn't matter. Just change the damn paper. Exactly. It has to go over the top. But aside from the under behind, the other person that's completely psycho is the one that doesn't take the cardboard tube off and just sets the next roll of toilet paper balanced on top of the old one and not even on the holder at all. Those people are psychos. Or just pretty damn lazy, one of the two. I mean, you're sitting there doing nothing anyway. Oh, lovely. The Terry, I know exactly what you're talking about, Terry. When I was in Iraq. What's this? Just lay it on top of it. Yeah, just put the whole roll there and just walk away. Somebody else will switch it on the roll. You're sitting there anyway. Why not just take the time to, like, remove the old cardboard tube, put the one on there, and you're good to go. You hear us just fine, Terry. All right, I'm gonna put the microphone back on the shirt, and you guys can tell me if it's still cutting in and out or not. I don't know. Shots fired. What happened? We got gunfire? Singer's microphone. I've got a good microphone. It just doesn't plug into. It won't plug into. I'm using one phone to do the live stream on. The way I'm setting this up. Now, if I was on the desktop computer, I would have a stand-up mic. Yeah, if that's good now, why wasn't it good earlier? It's bizarre. I could upgrade and get another microphone, have it sitting here, look all fancy. I could do that now if you guys want to. As a prop. There you go. There's your microphone for the day. Boop. Live from Athens, Georgia. A Shure 57. There you go. There's your microphone. You got one more month till summer vacation. I'm surprised they do that in other countries. I thought that was just an American thing, where they're off during the summer. I don't think they have summer breaks in China. They're just in school year round. And that's probably why they're beating us in scores and stuff like that, too. And go over every command. Do this, Malcolm. Do that, Malcolm. All right. See how you guys are. Well, I didn't want you guys to be like, what's he saying? I can't hear you.
Microphone's cutting in and out. Singer's mic. Buy one from Amazon. I've never seen the Singer's mic. Yep, this is blue is this is called the Snowball, and I have the little screen that goes in the front of it, like you would see people using studios and things like that. I never really used it much. I didn't see that there was much of a difference. But this one plugs in USB only. I've had this thing for like 7, 8 years. So it doesn't have like a traditional, it doesn't have USB-C, it doesn't have an audio connection, it's strictly to go into the computer. So yeah, maybe I'll upgrade, get a better microphone. I won't have to do this anymore. Yeah. People demand things that's so irritating. And it can be, yeah, they're, let's see. Second week of school holidays. Wow, that's a strange schedule, random for kids. That's wild. It's aggravating. I mean, you know, school, especially like elementary school, is basically a government-funded daycare. Your kids are learning stuff that are required to go, or you get a truancy officer after you. They have to attend some kind of school, and that allows a lot of parents to be able to go to work. If you had 10 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 6 weeks off for Christmas, that'd be hell for somebody trying to hold down a full-time job and, you know, juggle having a kid. Because it's not the 50s where the dad went off to work and the mom and the kids just stayed at home happily ever after with a white picket fence. You know? I don't know. It breaks up the year? I guess so. But that's the first thing that comes to mind. It's like, what are you going to do with those kids when the time's off? It's already a struggle here in the States. I know single parents, when they get 2 weeks off for Christmas and they're trying to go to work and find a place for the kids to go. Yeah. Aussie children, they just run wild with kangaroos and koalas. Okay. Self-employed. That's good too. But I don't know. There's a lot of single parents out there. I know it'd be a struggle. And yeah. Anywho. Let's see. What else we got going on in the world today you guys want to talk about? I have to give credit to Pope Francis, though. He didn't want to stay in the big, fancy Vatican. He would stay in this humble little room the whole time he was Pope. And he put in there he wants to be buried in a simple coffin in his favorite basilica marked only by his name. It makes sense, you know. Why should the Pope be just living in, you know, the lap of luxury and with gold ornated stuff all over the place all the time? He's supposed to be, you know, pious and humble, right? I don't know. You gotta pass toilet paper again, Blue. He just wants a simple little, his dying wish. I want somebody take my ashes and put them in different packages and see if they ever make it to any kind of destination. That'd be pretty good. Well, yeah, I'd really like to have my ashes shot into space. I think that would be good. Just like the Tesla car that's out there floating around, just take my ashes, a little capsule, shoot it out there and let it ride. When you're dead, you're dead. I don't care. No, I'm pretty much on the same boat with you too, Random, on that aspect. I'm dead, whatever. It's not going to matter. But a part of me just wants to be annoying to people after I die. And I think that would be one way to be annoying. Have a list of unrealistic expectations upon my death of things that should be taken care of afterwards, just to be an asshole. You can just shoot me into space and just let me fly off. Maybe I'll catch up with one of the Voyager, satellite thingies out there, spacecraft that have left our solar system. I'm gonna be inside forever. Either shoot me into space or tie me to a cinder block and drop me in the Mariana Trench out in the Atlantic Ocean, the deepest part of the ocean, and just let me sink down in there. So I want to like get away from the surface of the earth. Either let me just drop me down, like I said, the deepest part of the ocean, or shoot me into space. I've already got a head start on being annoying. See, I'm working on it. I'm planning on it. The sooner the better. Let's get it over with. And then if you get ingested, Wesley just wants to be ingested so he can be wiped out later. Some people want to like have their ashes scattered over this lake, or be part of some flower bed, or something like that, symbolic. Oh, he loved to work on cars, so we sprinkle it all over his favorite car, and then the rain washes it away. You put your ashes in the coffee cup in the coffee shop. There you go. Nope, I want to be obnoxious. And then I like all my stuff, I want it to be handed out to the poorest people you can find. Homeless people. Just, give them a couple computer monitors and this love seat to a homeless guy and be like, this person you don't know just died, but he gave you all this stuff. We know you don't have a house, but here's some old cell phones and a couple computer monitors. Have fun. Oh gosh, Nelly, make you something different. Dinosaurs before they went extinct. Solaria's got some hand. The French teacher literally was homies with George Washington because his ancient, not old bro, his the dinosaurs before they went extinct. I don't know. I can't follow that sentence. The sentence doesn't work for me. I don't know what it means. I don't know. We're almost to the end. We got about 3 minutes left before we say goodbye for this Wednesday, hump day, if you want to call it that day. Cherry cheesecake. I think we need to do, people need to go out and get some cherry cheesecakes. That'll make you feel good, right? Oh, the 80s are winning over the 90s. I like the 90s. 80s are really cool too, though. '80s are pretty cool. I had fond memories of the 80s. I want to say 90s, because that's when I was in high school and in early 20s. Yeah, I want to say the 90s still. 80s is definitely second place for me, for sure. She hates her old decrepit friend teacher. I get it. Okay, Terry, thank you. Music in the 90s wasn't terrible. I love the 90s alternative music. I mean, the 80s music was cool in its own way, but you had hair bands and all that kind of stuff going on in the 80s too. I don't know. Teacher thinks we're all robots. She's probably one of those teachers that believe that we're all living in a simulation. This is all make-believe, like the Matrix or something like that. I don't know. The movies weren't good in the 90s. What about movies like... there's all kinds of cool movies. Jurassic Park came out in the 90s. Forrest Gump was in the 90s. Oh yeah, most of the pop music was kind of garbage. That's when you had the boy bands like NSYNC and stuff like that, right? Backstreet Boys and stuff. That was garbage. But Nirvana and things like that, and Rage Against the Machine, all that kind of good stuff. Well, it's time to go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, neighbor, enemy. Just spread the word. Compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. And I will see you guys next time.